next baby comes with a little bit of a story also. It seems that rooting has its own little learning curve to do. It's just not an easy thing to do. And I'm attempting to do more of it because after the month of alternatives, I want to start playing around with doing a little bit more rooting. I avoid it, and I don't think that that's okay. You know, I need to challenge myself and face it and do it well. And this was an attempt to do that. I'm going to be using tweezers and scissors near this baby's eyes. Fast forward if that gives you the creeps. I totally understand. And under this light I can see they're just a little pluggy. But look at this crop of hair, oh my goodness. So I painted her and I gave her a top rooting, and the hair I was using was a little bit on the thick side, and I thought, oh, it's fine, it's the right color, it's what I have, I want to match the color, I can work with the texture. And after I finished, I thought, oh my goodness, that's not okay. And so I said, you know what, I'm just going to root the rest of this head over the painting. I won't have to root it very thickly because the hair is thick and there's painting underneath and la da 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 da. And this poor baby looked like Chucky, and I was like, oh no, I have ruined such a cute baby because this baby was so pretty before I rooted. I panicked. I sent a picture to a friend and said, oh my God, what do you think? And they're like, oh, you know, I'm not a big fan of babies with hair, but it's not bad. No. I never want, it's not bad, it's okay. I want, wow, that's awesome. I was like, what am I gonna do? So I ended up plucking a bunch of the thicker hairs and coming in with a lighter color that was a little bit more fine and had a little bit more wave to it, and kind of rooting in between all the other hair. And it worked out okay. A lot of people contact me and say, hey, you know, if you ever make a baby that, you know, is a boo-boo baby, can you put me on a list? I would love to do that. I hate to say this because it's not fair to the people who want the doll, but sometimes what happens is when you're trying to build a good reputation, especially since, as you know, we have a lot of those scammers out there, and you sell a boo-boo baby, there are people who go looking for those. They make a YouTube video saying, look at how awful this baby looks. Oh, I just spent so much money on this baby and look at all of this. Can you believe this? And it makes for clickbait on YouTube, and you know, people get excited on Instagram, and it creates drama. And it all seems like, you know, it's pretty victimless and it's all in good fun. But what people who do that don't understand is you're ruining a reputation that an artist has been spending a really long time trying to build. You know, you're trying to build trust with your clients and with your community, and you're working hard. So that's all in good fun. I don't think a lot of people do it to be mean. I think, you know, it gets attention to whatever platform they're using. I understand the person who really worked hard and sold you a baby for a little less because there were some errors. The cost to them it's too much. It's just too much. You can't recover from that. We've had a little Dolly drama on one of the platforms I'm on. I was not involved in it really. I just happen to know the people in it and care about them. You know, there are lots of times when you have people online who are maybe involved in a little bit of mudslinging, have a relationship with both of them. And you don't want to pick sides. You don't want to lose a friendship or a client over any of that. And it's hard to stay neutral. And you know, when people are kind of sending you emails and trying to drag you into it to choose sides, that's even harder. And I think I did an okay job staying out of it, because really, it really wasn't any of my business. And I think it's a good thing to address. Again, I'm not going to name names because that is not important. I don't want to continue that. But If you have a problem with a baby that you get, now a lot of reborn artists, especially during COVID, are saying no refunds, no returns. Now, reborns are a very personal item. Let's say I send a baby off to someone and they get the doll and they realize, oh my goodness, I'm allergic to mohair, I didn't know it. I've spent all this money and I can't even enjoy this baby. And they send me an email and say, I just found out I am allergic to mohair. I don't know what to do. Can I return the baby and buy a different baby that doesn't have hair? I will want to say, well, of course, certainly, no problem. But let's assume that this person has cats, or this person is a smoker, or this person lives in a house where there are really strong cooking smells. It's their fault, you know, but it's not fair to me. And I always tell everybody, you know, ask questions, do your research. And it looks like, I just want to put a pin in that, it looks like I'm tugging really hard at her hair. I'm not. I am just hitting some snags and I'm just working through it. This is conditioner, so it's pretty easy to do. And I would rather, if I had to give it be a little bit rough on the hair, that if hair was going to fall out, that it fall out with me. That way I can replace it if it needs replacing, than for it to fall out when I mail it to somebody. This hair has a tiny bit of wave, not a ton. And really, I'm going to have to comb all this out again when I do photography, but I just wanted you to see what it looked like when it was styled. A lot of people have pictures and videos of their babies, and they look a little bit different when they get home than what they look like in their photos. And it's because if you're going to take a baby that has rooted head of hair, that's going to take some styling, it's going to take grooming, it's going to take some work and maintenance to keep that hair. So be sure that's what you want. I think that's why painted hair has become a lot more popular. It's gotten better. It's very low maintenance, very low maintenance. If something should happen to that hair, you can, if the artist is willing, always send it back to the artist and they can touch it up. Anybody who buys a baby from me, as long as they pay shipping, if they want to send that baby back to me for a spa day, you know, maybe some hair has come out or nails have chipped, or I don't know, your cat scratched some paint off, whatever reason, these babies do sometimes need a little maintenance. They can send it to me and I'm happy to do that. I'm not going to reroot a whole head. I'm not going to change the color of the skin. You know, I'm not going to work on anybody else's babies, but I'm happy to give my own babies a spa day and get them back to looking cute. Sometimes they need a little freshen up. But that's kind of what we got going on here. I had to take a little break right in the middle of getting this baby ready because my phone alarmed me that I had a Zoom meeting at 11 and I forgot all about it. So I had to rush real quick to get my hair done, get a little makeup on, change my shirt, set myself up for Zoom and get to that meeting. I think I may have broken an all-time personal record for getting ready. I totally forgot about it. So I set up, did my Zoom, and now I'm back. It was a fun meeting. I'm gonna get this baby dressed. She's a little fuzzy on her face. Her hair dried okay. I might play with that a little bit more for photography. I'm gonna get her into this really cute Burt's Bees outfit. I tend to get messages asking where I got something or what brand it is, and so if I can remember, I will say. This Burt's Bees was having a little sale, and I don't know, about a month ago, and I got a couple of these little outfits. They have little stretchy pants. When I send her home, I will probably put her in a t-shirt. I'm not going to do it now because I'm going to get her undressed anyway for photos. Just so much going on at this moment. Let's see, I think I already said I'm getting ready to do the alternatives. I'm so excited about that. I'm gonna get these babies all listed and home. That's really, oh, you look cute in that. And then I started, I don't know if you've heard of that app. If you're on social media at all, you've probably been inundated with the ads for it, but I'm doing Noom. Today is my first day. I'm not really doing anything but logging, and I think that's just kind of a first step so they can take a look at what you're eating and help you make some better choices. So I'm doing that, and the sun came out, so I may get outside and take my little guy for a walk somewhere pretty. Maybe see if there are any worms or what's going on out there. I'm doing these blue socks because I think they pull this little blue bit very nicely. And I do have a cute headband for her that I think will work with this outfit. I'm not sure I want to photograph her in it, but I'm just going to try it out just to see if I like it. Yeah, it is cute. It's adorable. But I think with this outfit, I think I want to go with a cream ribbon. Keep it really simple, but I will send this little headband with her, or headbands with her. That's pretty. I'm gonna spray her hair one more time. And the other day I sat down and made myself a little cart. Usually when it's time to root mohair, I have a big drawer I take out of the mohair, and then I just kind of set up all of my stuff around me. It takes a little bit of time. It's not terribly difficult. I bought one of those 3-tiered rolling carts. I think I got it from Joann's. I ordered it, and I think they were on sale for like 30 bucks, maybe less, I don't know. And put it together, and it's been sitting here waiting for me to finish that project. And I had a few minutes and I went ahead and did it. What a difference it makes. Oh, I love it so much. So this is Owen awake, and she has pretty blue eyes that have kind of a gold center. They're really cute. This is an older sculpt, and he comes with a full torso, and they're really cool when you paint them. They look really, really nice. However, they're really stiff and they're not cuddly, and you have to do it's like putting a turtle in its shell. So this soft body is inside of that full torso body, and that's cool. I don't mind doing that, but every single time I have sold a full torso body, I'm told, oh, I want it to be full torso, I want it to be full torso. And I send it, and I always get an email that says, okay, I want the body off now. I want it to be cuddly. This body isn't cuddly. And it's not shocking to me. It's not the most enjoyable thing, walking someone through the process of taking the whole baby apart, taking this soft body out of the torso, and then reassembling the baby, especially if they're not somebody who is a collector and understands how to do all of that. It's very intimidating for some people. Anyway, so I'm gonna put him in this cute little knit jumper that I had in my baby cupboard. Oh my goodness. Sometimes if it's in the way back, I forget about it. So this guy will be nice and warm in his little knit romper. So I was saying with the mohair, and I'm sorry, I am digressing and I'm all over the place. I made a little mohair cart, and I can just roll it to another part of the room, and when I'm ready to root, I can just pull it up, and I don't have to, you know, go sorting through things and pull them in and pull them out and do all that kind of stuff. It just makes it a lot easier. So now I have 3 carts in my studio, and you've seen the studio if you watch my videos. It is very small, and I'm now sharing it with my son while he's doing distance learning. So it got even smaller, but it's more organized and I feel better. This is very roomy on him, but I kind of like it. Oh, it's so soft. It's just yummy. I would totally wear this all day long. And these cute little terry cloth bear booties. They are incredibly soft. I might put some socks underneath those. I don't know, we'll see. Let me give his hair a little comb, and then I will put a hat on top of him and ruin everything that I've done. I just want to make sure it looks okay. This is that same thicker hair I used on, I think it was Daphne, I'm not sure. Lots of experimenting with this round of babies. I think my body was ready to do the alternatives. Playing with all kinds of stuff I don't usually play with. I think I'm just about ready. Oh, he's cuddly. Oh, he's heavy too. Let me give you a quick peek at him. He's so pretty. He's caramely. I think he would be considered maybe a mixed race baby, a light AA baby. He could be Hispanic. Almost anything. He just has pretty brown bits. He's adorable, just adorable. That's Harper from Bountiful Baby. This is Mrs. Daphne. Look at that crazy Einstein hair. Now this is the thin, fine, soft, yummy hair. This is the stuff I love to root with. It's just so pretty, and it lays down so naturally. So this baby has a sweet little side part. And I rooted some ash blonde hair just at the very front. Just for highlights. I think it's kind of cute. And she does have a magnetized head. So does Owen. Awake. I forgot about that. I didn't mention that. Doggone it. Oops, here's Harper's passy clip. What that means is that there's a magnet glued inside of this baby's head, for those of you who aren't familiar with that. So I'm going to make a bow that has a magnet in it. And that way the bow will stay right there where the hairs are just a little bit long. I just need to make the bow before she goes. I have to make a whole batch of them. Burt's Bees outfit I got. And it was one of those where it looked okay online, and you know, it was on sale, and I thought, oh, I'll just grab one of those. You can never tell when you're shopping online how things are gonna show up. I've ordered some of the cutest things, and they've come in and they just look horrible. You know, they're shiny or not well made, and ugh. But every once in a while, something will come in and I'll just think to myself, oh, I wish I would have ordered 1,000,000 of them. I dress all my babies in that. I don't think this is that outfit, but this really is one that I wish I would have ordered more of. I really love the colors. That's so cute, and it's so cute on her. When I was painting this baby, I don't know why it happens, but every once in a while I have a feeling about something, and I just had a feeling to do it. I think it was because I was painting the Johanna and I had put a little birthmark or a little beauty mark under her cheek, and it just looked so cute, and I think I was just in that mode. And so she has several birthmarks. She has them on her knee, her ankle, her thigh. She has one on her cheek here, and 2 on her cheeks there, and 1 here on her forehead. My kids had lots of little tiny angel kisses, we used to call them. I swear every day they woke up and I could find another one. Just thought it was a cute visual to think that angels were coming and kissing my babies at night while they slept. Oh, I love this little dress. And I found these little socks with blue Mary Janes. I think they're going to be perfect, and they match the blue in this little dress perfectly. So when I photograph her, I'll photograph her with the bottoms, and then I will probably pull them off and photograph her with the little Mary Janes. And there's her passy holder. Very cute. These little cheerleader bows here. I'm not sure. That might be just a little too big. But it'll be a placeholder until I make her bow. Oh, she has some beauty marks by her ear too. I forgot about those. There'll be little things to find, little Easter eggs. There she is. She's painted really pretty. She has really soft painting. I really like her. Some of these realborns are just really awesome. Most of them are.